Are you worried that the next time you log in right into your Facebook ad account, you see this? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can prevent yourself from getting your ad account shut down by Facebook and completely wipe out your business. What is up, everybody? Fred Lam here, and welcome to my next video inside my YouTube channel where you get to learn everything from building, growing, and scaling an online business. Now, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you're gonna get notified right away. Now, in today's topic, I'm gonna cover one of the most important parts of Facebook ads, which is how do I avoid getting my Facebook ad account shut down? But first thing first, you gotta know, when it comes to ad account shutdown, it really boils down into either security, your offer, and also, most importantly, you may be selling something that Facebook absolutely do not want on their platform. And in today's video, I'm actually going to share with you 7 tips that you can simply follow to avoid getting your ad account shut down, and most importantly, setting yourself up in a way where if you really got your ad account shut down, you can easily appeal it and get back your ad account. So for those of you that are actually starting out on running Facebook ads, or if you are already running Facebook ads, you absolutely need to pay close attention in this video and make sure that you implement everything that I share with you. Now, that being said, let's dive right into number 1, which is setting up your two-way factor authentication. Now, what is this two-way factor authentication? Well, first of all, your ad account is connected to your personal account. And on top of that, Facebook needs to verify if you are a real person or not. So if you actually have a fake name, or if you have simply a nickname on your Facebook profile, avoid that. Make sure you update that first, because Facebook needs to ensure that you are a real person. And at times, they may need you to verify your identity. And if your identity with your passport or driver license is not matching the name that is actually on your Facebook profile, you will get in serious trouble. But now, on top of that, Facebook wants to have full security on your account. In that case, that's why they have released a two-way factor authentication. With the two-way factor authentication, each time you log in, you're not just logging in with your email and also your password. You need to have a setup where Facebook sends you a code that you use to actually log in. Kind of like banking system, or if you are into buying cryptocurrencies, two-way factor authentication is a must. And if you are advertising on Facebook, you must set up two-way factor authentication. And in fact, it's actually one of the requirement or suggestion that Facebook has. Now, with the two-way factor authentication, here's a couple things. First of all, you just need to simply go into your Facebook profile, then go to the settings, head over to the privacy, and actually set up your two-way factor authentication. But here's the biggest part. When you set up your two-way factor authentication and you use your phone number for SMS, make sure that you also set up recovery codes. These are 10 additional codes that you can use in case Facebook can't send you an SMS text. I had my ad account shut down before previously because I wasn't able to actually get the SMS code from Facebook. Luckily, I got my recovery code in place, so then anytime if I never received the two-way factor authentication from Facebook, I still have my recovery code. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to make sure that you set up a business manager account. Now, what is a business manager account? A business manager account is simply a portal that simply gives you access to all your Facebook pages. It gives you access to all your ad account. You can request ad account from simply people that you are helping or requesting more ad account for your own business. It's simply a centralized place for you to run ads on Facebook. There's also the catalogs, there's also pixels, and all those other important elements that you need when you are running your Facebook ad. So again, don't just run it on your personal profile. Make sure that you actually set up a business manager account, then request access to your Facebook page and Facebook ad account, and each time you create an ad, make sure you actually go into your business manager account in order for you to do so. Now, here's a huge tip for you. When you first have an ad up and running and you got an ad account that are spending money, make sure that you request an additional ad account so that in any case you have your first ad account disabled, you still have a backup just in case anything happens. Now, number 3 is to verify your business. Once you have a business manager account, you can actually head over to the settings and verify your business by submitting documents about your actual business entity. This is actually very important because it proves to Facebook that you are a real business and you are doing everything right and really just using their platform to get more customers. A lot of people overlook this specific setup, but once you have your business verified, then Facebook actually puts you into a different bucket knowing that you are a legitimate business, which is super duper important. Number 4, warm up your new ad account. It baffles me that people, when they have an ad account, they go straight into advertising on getting traffic, getting conversions. You actually do not want to do that. Chances for you to get your account disabled will be very high. And in fact, if you suddenly go from zero spend into spending 20, 30, or 100 bucks a day, it actually raises a red flag on Facebook. Now, here's the deal. It raises a flag on Facebook because every day there are countless accounts being created using fake credit cards, and people are just really burning through accounts. And because of that, Facebook needs another security measure in place to ensure that you are a real business. So how do you actually warm up an ad account? Well, first of all, run a light campaign for $5 a day and let it run for 3 to 4 days. Here's what happens when you do so. Number 1, Facebook actually knows what your Facebook page is. Number 2, when you start running $5 a day campaign with light campaign, you're basically warming the ad account up and allowing Facebook to put a small charge onto your credit card. And once your small charge comes through, guess what? Facebook knows that when they are giving you traffic, they will be able to actually bill you, and hence they know that you are a legitimate business. So it's super important that you warm up your ad account first before you actually create a direct response ad. Again, super duper important on that side of things. Now, the next part, which is, I would believe, number 5, we covered simply the two-way factor authentication, we covered the business manager, we covered the business verification, and we covered the warming up of your ad account. Number 5, it's very important. You make sure that you follow the ad policy and avoid making claims. This is huge. Now, on Facebook, right on their website, there are 31 prohibited items that you are not allowed to advertise. It is super important that you actually go through these 31 items. Now, majority of these items obviously do not really apply to you. But the ones that really apply to most people are, personally, number 1, personal attributes. Number 2, it's also claims. Now let me cover the first part first, which is personal attributes. You need to absolutely avoid on implying that someone has a problem or someone actually needs your help. You never want to do that. So let's say, for an example, weight loss. We can't say that, are you fat and you're looking to lose weight? By just saying that, are you fat, we're basically saying that person has a personal attribute. Facebook absolutely hates that. Or maybe, do you have this health problem? For example, do you have diabetes? Or do you have simply a skin rash? All those because we are implying to the user that we think that they have it. Facebook absolutely hates it, and you have to avoid that. So with that being said, by using the word you gotta be super duper careful, especially if you are advertising anything related to investing or related to health. Now, which brings on to the second part, which is claims. You really need to try to avoid claims. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's say that if you are advertising a keto cookbook, and this keto cookbook can actually help people shred fat, you can't say that this keto cookbook can help you lose 5 pounds in less than a week, because you specifically set a claim on saying that, hey, if you get this keto cookbook, you're gonna get this result. Where the result is never going to be typical, which means every single person actually will get that result, then Facebook will shut down your ad account immediately. Now, how do you actually overcome these claims? It's very easy. You can actually say, this keto cookbook has helped me lose 2 inches in my belly. You can say that because you're not saying that they, whoever that is reading your ad, can do it. You're saying your personal story, your personal experience, and you're not implying that they are going to actually get the same result. So if you want to actually make claims, try to make indirect claims by using may or might or potentially in your ad copy, and also use the word I over you. Very important side of things. Now, again, oftentimes people are shut down really because of the ad policy. So you, again, have to go through the ad policy and make sure that you're not advertising a prohibited item and that you are not making any claims that the person are not going to get typical results, especially if it is related to health and wealth. Okay, these two are very, very important. Now, you can make claims on a product. Let's say this dumpling maker can help you make dumplings in 3 seconds or less. That is a claim, but you're not promising anything related to health or wealth, and that is fine. And as long as your product, your physical product actually, can actually do or have that typical result of a consumer using it and getting that, then you are going to be fine. All right. So now, number 6. This is specifically for those that are running an e-commerce business. This is called the customer feedback score. Every single page, if you're advertising a physical product, you are automatically going to have a feedback score. The feedback score is a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. Now, if you have a brand new Facebook page that is less than a year, you have to get at least 2 and above. If you have a 1 or 2, your ad account may get shut down and your Facebook page will be restricted from advertising, because based on the survey that Facebook is sending to their users, they're not getting the product, they're not satisfied, and Facebook is completely against that. So you got to make sure that you keep your customer happy. Keep your customer support ticket at a super low response time, and making sure that every single customer is handled. Now, if you have a Facebook page that simply is a year or more, then you can actually go into the lowest to a 2. You'll still be able to advertise, but you will get penalized with a much higher CPM. So for those of you that are running a Shopify business or you are selling a physical product, make sure that your customers are happy and you monitor your customer feedback score. Very important. Try to keep it at a 4 or a 3. On average, it's a 3. Try to keep it as a 4 as a rule of thumb so that you can actually prevent yourself from getting your ad account shut down. Now, last but not least, this is a very interesting one, is to simply take the Facebook Blueprint certification course. If you actually have taken the Facebook Blueprint, which is tied to your personal ad account, or I should say personal accounts, and Facebook actually sees it, they are more lenient. And in fact, if you ever had your ad account disabled, they will tell you that you absolutely need to take the Facebook Blueprint course. which is very important. This is again a free course that you can take, but I highly recommend you to actually get the associate certification. It costs $99, but once you actually get a certification through the Facebook Blueprint, guess what? Facebook actually knows that you did go through the course and try your best to go with the best practices. They are going to be more lenient on getting your ad account shut down. So in a nutshell, these are the 7 things that you must do immediately to really avoid getting your ad account shut down. These are very simple tasks that you can take. Now, there are going to be one-offs on reasoning why your ad account got shut down. And oftentimes is really boiling down to either the security of your ad account or your personal profile. And number 2 is simply you not following the ad policy. And that's why you gotta avoid claims. Now, if you have created or done all 7 of these items and knock on wood, you still got slapped and got your ad account shut down, for you to appeal it, it's going to be far easier if you actually compared to you not having these 7 items in place. So make sure whatever you do, go ahead and implement all these 7 ways to avoid getting your ad account shut down by Facebook. And if you want to obviously have me record a video on how to go through the appeal process, let me know right in the comment box right below. And also, at the same time, I'm going to be releasing a ton more training on my YouTube channel. So make sure that you smash that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you're going to get notified right away. Now, last but not least, make sure that you do not ignore these 7 simple steps. You have to do it in order for you to avoid getting your ad account shut down. And boy, if your ad account got shut down, guess what? You are going to be eliminated and not have the ability to advertise through Facebook, which is one of the best advertising platforms out there. So other than that, make sure you implement all 7 of these strategies and make sure you check out my YouTube channel for more Facebook ad trading. I'll see you next time.